Hi, welcome back to Mountain Gym Card Collectibles. I hope you're having a great day. So, people are really up in arms about GameStop. And why is that? Well, GameStop does what it does. Apparently, they have Pokemon stock, and the prices are out of this world on it, okay? So, I know that recently Ryan Cohen, the CEO of GameStop, tried to make a gambit or a play to take over eBay, all right, over the stock market. And it failed, you know. But the thing about GameStop that really leaves a bad taste in my mouth is their prices, all right? I mean, they're just like scalpers, all right? Scalpers with a fancy shop, okay? And so you walk in and you get what you get. You get sold stuff that has massive prices on it. And I haven't bought anything from GameStop for over a decade because of that fact, okay? But I still know that there are a lot of people who look at GameStop like it's a great place to go to purchase their Pokemon TCG products or maybe One Piece. And I just ask myself, how can they afford it? Well, what's happening now is more and more people are saying no to the scalper bros at GameStop. And so, this Pokemon TCG First Partner Illustration Collection box, as far as I know, was launched on June 19th, 2026. And like it says here, every Pokemon trainer's journey begins with the first partner, a loyal friend who stands by your side through thick and thin. Well, that's great to think about, but I don't think that loyal partner is going to be GameStop, okay? But, when we look at some of the big cards that people are chasing in the set, um, like this one, people are really going after the Score Bunny for one reason or another. It's really a different looking design for Pokemon. Yeah, it's a modern take on it. Yeah, there's a lot of different images on this illustration card, but it's a sharp looking card. Can't say it's not. There's a few other ones. We have the Cyndaquil, which honestly looks like he has, or she has some bad gas or something going on. I don't know what's going on there. But, these are, fairly sharp looking cards. Here's the Tepig. For me, the design has a little bit too much on it, okay? I mean, it feels like I'm seeing this more often, and I'm not sure why, but they're just throwing a lot of stuff on cards these days. Whether I look at stuff from Topps Fanatics or even Pokemon, I don't get it. What it is about 2026, but you need to get back to the basics of artwork here, guys. Just saying. So you can go to Pokemon.com and check that out for yourself. Here, have some prices, on this set. Now, the one that people are chasing are, Series 2. Like Fine Toys has it at $65. This one's being sold for $49.95. So, I mean, we're starting to get some scalpers who are starting to act like, these are sports cards or something. I don't get it, So the greed's starting to get out of control on Pokemon, just like anything else. And that takes me to X, all right? And they're good old buddies at GameStop, So this came from Andrew and Rosie Rips, and this was just posted. When was this posted? June 19th, 2026. All right. Which makes sense. Well, I stopped in to see if they had the first partner box series too. You see, people are chasing that box that I just went over. At GameStop had boxes piled up to the ceiling. $60 each for a $15 box. They should be ashamed of themselves. Now, I typically don't see those boxes like, say, when I go out for that low a price. I'll be honest, if I saw a box like the Series 2 that everyone's chasing for partners, usually at my Walmart, I'm guessing it'd probably be about $30 to be quite honest, but, $60 each, that hurts the pocketbook, or the bank account. So let's see what people are saying. GameStop going out of business soon. Every store near me has closed. And I've heard that quite a bit, that, GameStop doesn't have as many brick and mortar stores out there as they used to, shutting down their retail locations. And I mean, we can all understand why. I mean, people aren't buying video games like they used to, I mean, that's when I really used to go to GameStop, is when I used to go there and purchase video games. But yeah, so they're kind of moving on as well. I hate how they price everything and not defending them, but the TBF, the community is the reason stores are raising prices, especially GameStop. They say the suckers you will pay 4x MSRP and jump on the train. Well, yeah, that's just it, but they shouldn't be doing that. They should be keeping it closer to MSRP. You know what I mean? I mean, they are a retail outlet. At GameStop, straight up scalping before the scalpers can get to them. Only people who lose that fight are the fans who just want to be able to buy cards to collect or play the game. Well said. Exactly. And really, it's a bad move, in my opinion, to outpace the scalpers, by, becoming the retail store that puts the scalper prices on it. Now, you can look at Toss Fanatics and their second wave of selling stuff too, and it's just as bad or worse, $20 LCS for the win after target was cleared. Hey, that's awesome. They got some awesome cards there too. Absolutely no reason for Pokemon to keep letting them sell product for that. It's a terrible way to treat fans of the franchise. And that's just it, I mean, if it should be MSRP'd at $15, I mean, keep it close, not $60. I unfortunately paid for one singular box from GameStop, but I did end up getting my chase card. See, that's Score Bunny. Yeah, people are liking the Score Bunny. Yeah, FOMO left and right. I love Pokemon, but it's nowhere near good like it used to be. You can barely even buy old sets that are a couple years old now unless you want to pay ridiculous scalper prices. Yeah, that's just the way it is on a lot of cards. You have the F GameStop, another F GameStop. Yeah, I don't see how they sell anything with their prices. Yeah. Wish that GameStop shut down during the pandemic, but yeah, my GameStop has an insane markup. Pokemon wall to wall sealed. Talking about supply and demand. Yeah. And that's what happens, when you overprice your stuff, is people aren't moving on it. GameScalp strikes back again. Laugh out loud. Yep, didn't find any at Target or Walmart. Went in there expecting to see them at maybe $30 and just get one. Saw $59.99 and walked out. And you see, that's just it about these prices. Like I said earlier, I mean, if I saw that box at my Walmart, I would honestly expect it to be about $30. And that's what other people are expecting it to be at too, is about $30, double MSRP. Not $59.99. And then, depends on which state you're at. You have to pay, your sales tax on top of that. And, fun stuff. Their CEO tried buying eBay while selling his own stuff on their site. The CEO is a scumbag. No one support GameScalp. 60 F and dollars WTF. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, so overall, I'm getting just a lot of, F GameStop. I get it. they have, 4x the MSRP on this product. It's just a shame, though, isn't it? That GameStop just can't seem to really become a very good retailer. You know what I mean? I mean, why not just put it at where Walmart or Target would be, about $30? I don't get it. If GameStop wants, $60 off of a product that they purchased, probably close to maybe $10 per box. I'm not sure what they got their boxes for. If they're MSRPing at $15, I'm just guessing. I mean, the greed is just out of control there. You know what I mean? It would make sense to just lower that price and maybe move 2 boxes to get the $60. I mean, that would make sense to me. You know what I mean? And so GameStop is another reason why so many people are getting black eyes in, the hobby these days, whether it's TCG or sports cards anymore. It's always the greed at the top, it's the middleman greed, in the case of GameStop, to me, none of this should be going on. This is cardboard, and more often than not, people don't make, their money back ripping open packs of Pokemon, whatever. And if they're collectors, they're more than likely just going to hold on to it and not sell it. So there's really just no reason for this at all. So anyway, I'd like to thank my subscribers. I mean, you're the only reason I keep doing this. If you could give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. I'd like to give a thank you to my viewers. If you haven't subscribed, just hit the subscription button. It can really help me out. Anyway, I hope you have a great weekend. I'm out of here. Bye.